Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Son3318, back again for another video for you guys. And today, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your WWE Survivor Series 2021 prediction video. Yep, it is time for the usual Thanksgiving type special pay-per-view event to come here at last, that you have Raw versus SmackDown come head to head into inter-branded, brand warfare to see brand supremacy, even though no one seems to be caring about it, because, spoiler alert, this show ain't got no loads, no belt. Yays. But that might be a good thing, because, we've seen this time and time again. Where WWE gives us no belt, the show could actually turn out to be good. Will it be like that? That's to be seen. But anyways, guys, we're here for the show itself, regardless of built or no built, however the hell we want to feel going into the show. We're here for the actual pay-per-view event itself to give you guys my thoughts and my predictions heading into the show itself. And at the time of recording this video, we are 1 day, 17 hours, 51 minutes, and 36 seconds away from the pay-per-view event itself from Survivor Series 2021. Haha. And obviously, for the sake of this video, I want to stress a few things before we get started with the predictions. Obviously enough, if you obviously do not know by whatever reason why, WWE has scratched and just took TLC next month's pay-per-view event for December of TLC and just threw it away for them to apparently have more time to apparently build for their day one pay-per-view event that's going to be taking place on New Year's Day. So this means that this very video will be the very final prediction video of the calendar year 2021. This is obviously the final pay-per-view event on the calendar year of 2021. Obviously enough, this is going to be the case. But I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to be breaking my the traditional sense of me closing out this year. I'm going to be breaking that series for this case right here, and I'm going to give you guys my review for Survivor Series 2021 to officially kick off, or end off the year, I should say, in style. So obviously enough, I'm not just going to be high and dry and just say, bye guys, it's good to see you guys for a prediction video. I'll see you guys in 2022. Peace out. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give you guys my review as soon as possible, so we can close out the year professionally and officially in style. So there is that. And obviously enough, I am also going to say this right here, right now. After some good debating, I will in fact be covering day one. Yes, I will, because obviously enough, that's the reason why WWE has themselves said and rumors and talks behind the scenes that is, like I said before, that is the reason why they got rid of TLC next month, is to be focusing on day one. So if they say the reason why they're going to be treating that as a legit pay-per-view event, then by golly, I'm going to come out here and I'm going to give you guys my usual self heading into day one of 2022 in style. So obviously enough, that shall be it. Well, technically speaking, that's a good theory. That's a good question. That's a good question. Well, technically, my last video of 2021 be a prediction video. I'm just now questioning this literally on camera, live on camera. Wow. I gotta spend out all that drama saying, oh yeah, Survivor Series review is gonna be the final video of my calendar year of this freaking channel. Maybe that might be the case, guys. That may not be the case. After just literally spitting those shits out of my mouth and literally saying that, I literally came to the realization of that itself. Wow. But seriously, guys, no matter what it is, I will be covering both my review of Survivor Series as soon as possible to come next to the channel, and then I will be covering day 1 soon afterwards for that to head into 2022 in style. So with that said and done and out of the way, we're going to get the reason why you're here, which is for your Survivor Series 2021 predictions. And to end off the to end off the video with my review / rundown of the very last pay-per-view event, which was, seems like it was just freaking ages ago, but we're going to be covering my review / rundown of Extreme Rules 2021 to close off this video. So with this said, no more blabbering, no more blobbing. We're going to go on to main reason why you're here for Survivor Series 2021 predictions. So with this said, let's go. Alright. Now, with this said, and if I can actually scroll to the bottom of WWE.com, it's glitching. Refresh. Yay. Alright. So, now, will you want to go now? Guys, it's still not wanting to work. Now it wants to work. I don't know. Alright, no more randomness. We're going to get the thing started now, which with this apparent 25-man dual brand battle royal, I question myself, why we have this? WWE, we are literally 2 months time away from the actual Rumble event. Why are we having this? Why am I looking at a clock? Why? 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 But no matter why, we're going to choose my predictions for this match, which is going to be 5 superstars in this match. And even though this is going to be most randomness as fuck, didn't we have this match be random as fuck? So with this said, here are my random as fuck predictions for this apparent Rumble match to apparently freaking, honor 25 years of The Rock. Okay, I don't know what freaking having a Rumble match has to do anything with The Rock, but okay, there you go. There you go, Rock. You got a freaking Rumble event apparently dedicated to you. There you go. Here's your bone. Go fetch. Anywho's, with this said, we got the following men. We have Ricochet. I'm assuming that's T-Bar. If that's not T-Bar, it is freaking Mace from freaking Retribution or whatever the freak those whatever that failed tag team was. Now there's 2 of them. But still, I'm assuming that is T-Bar. So T-Bar. Mustafa, I think it's Mustafa Ali. If not, that is Mansoor. I do apologize. We have Cesaro. We have the Street Profits. We have the Viking Raiders. We have R-Truth. I want to say this Drew Gulak. If not Drew Gulak, I do apologize. We have AJ Styles and Omos. We have Shanky. We have Jinder Mahal. We have Bobby Roode. Not Robert Roode, but Bobby Roode. I refuse to call him that. So, blah. I don't care what WWE says. I don't care what anyone says. He's Bobby Roode to me. So, Bobby Roode. Dolph Ziggler. Cedric Alexander. Shelton Benjamin. Chad Gable. Otis. I almost forgot this dude's names for a second. I do apologize. Otis. I don't know who his name is. I do apologize. But freaking Apollo Crews' Henchy guy. That dude. Speaking of which, Apollo Crews. We have Adrian Garza, Humberto Carrillo, and Sami Zayn for those 25 men. So like I said, my 5 are going to be the following. Are going to be Cesaro, AJ Styles, Omos, Sami Zayn, and Cesaro. Wait, I said Cesaro twice, didn't I? Botch. I meant to say Ricochet. So as I said, going with the order I see on this goddamn list. Ricochet, Sami Zayn, Cesaro, AJ Styles, and Omos. Those are my 5 random as hell predictions for this match. So now with this said, randomness, finally out the window. Never gonna actually get into legit some booked matches. So with that said, let's move on. Which is going to be first up. We have United States Championship, the champion, I should say, Shinsuke Nakamura. Wait, no, vice versa. United States Champion, Damian Priest, taking on Intercontinental Champion, Shinsuke Nakamura. My prediction, blushes aside, my prediction for this match is going to be for Damian Priest, because obviously enough, Damian Priest has to be on a roll as of late, and he seems to be deserving of this win more than Nakamura does. So, yeah, excuse me. Because obviously, you've seen as of late what he's been doing. As of late, Damian Priest has been on a roll, as I said before. You know, whether he's got that, he's got that adrenaline kind of aggressive side of him. You know, that shit's kind of cool. So if he can push himself going forward with that, WWE seems like they're going to keep their eye on the ball when it comes to Damian Priest for that stuff. So, yeah, I mean, by all means, there you go. And like I said before, like I just said, Shinsuke Nakamura has his time to shine, has plenty of time to shine, has, plenty of moment to shine in the spotlight for once in a while in the past. Now it's time for Damian Priest to get his moment in the spotlight. So you said, there you go. Damian Priest for my prediction. Enough said. So Damian Priest for the win. Next up, we have the Raw Tag Team Champions, RK Bro, taking on the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos. My prediction for this match is going to be for the Usos to win, because obviously the Bloodline is once again, on a roll. Herc, oh my god, Herc is on a roll. I don't know, freaking Disney references, I don't know. Anyways, the Bloodline whole faction is amazing as of right now, and they're gonna keep pushing it to the moon and back, which is, I have no problem with that. And my dog is freaking going around. Hello. Anyways, doggies or no doggies, Bloodline, the big dogs, yay, the dog pound, apparently. Yeah. The Bloodline together, faction is cool, is great, and obviously they're gonna keep pushing it strong, obviously enough. So Usos are gonna definitely, dominate in that sense to keep that shit going forward. And also because apparently the rumors saying, or the words on the street is now that apparently we're gonna start seeing the end of RK Bro. And some people are saying that we might just we're just gonna have to go ahead and just bite the bullet or Survivor Series, which I don't freaking get that, because obviously their champions are ready, and they would not just ditch the tag team while they're champions right away like that. I'm sorry, they want to do that. We can see it, we can see the start of it happening, but not the actual official split of the two. So with this said, look for Riddle to do some bullshittery to make Randy Orton be kind of pissed off at him, of course, and start seeing the split, see the tides kind of start shifting apart when it comes to freaking RK Bro being a thing. So with that said, Usos for the win for that sake. So there you go, Usos to win. We're going to jump over that, and we're going to go straight into this match. We have, excuse me, recording at freaking 1:20 in the morning. Yay. Plenty of tiredness. Yay. And here's all jokes aside. We have the Royal Women's Champion, Becky Lynch, taking on the SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair. My prediction for this match, truthfully, is I'm going to feel as if this is going to end in a no contest sort of faction, whether there's no disqualification, whether it's disqualification, or just no official ruling by whatever means, or some apparent freaking Montreal screw job type ending that apparently everyone's keep freaking highlighting over this show for whatever reason, regardless if it was for this match or not. People keep, plastering the banner, bringing up the Montreal screw job for whatever reason for the show, which I do not know why, but people are just talking about it for whatever reason. So, yeah. But the reason why I'm saying this is because obviously we've seen this kind of work slash shoot stuff going on between Banks. Not Banks. I was about to say Bailey. No. Becky. For Becky and Charlotte, we see these two kind of going at it and, you know, trading, exchanging words and threats towards one another, whether it be legitimate or not, whether it's for show or for not for show. That is totally out of control. We don't know, obviously enough. So yeah, regardless of it enough. Yeah. So regardless of any of that, yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. So regardless of any of that, you know, we're gonna have to see something where it gets the tie split down the middle, because obviously Becky ain't gonna want Charlotte looking good. Charlotte's not gonna want freaking Becky looking good. So, yeah. So, what are we gonna end this match? Them having a split down the middle, no contest sort of ending to just call it a night for this two. So, this end, that's my official prediction for this match. But if I have to pick a winner, I'm going to pick Banks. No, I already, my brain. Why is it going? Why does my gears in my brain go Banks, Bailey, then freaking Becky? Why? Why does my brain process that, guys? Seriously. Becky, my prediction is coming for Becky, because obviously enough, you know, when you look at this stuff, when you see this kind of, you know, promotional thing they're gonna be probably putting in front of the match, I mean, I saw this on their reliving the feud thing on that they aired on SmackDown, or they uploaded on WWE's channel for as a part of SmackDown. Yeah, it kind of seems like they're kind of slipping in the way of being Becky Lynch being the sort of underdog in this match, or being the more face of this match over Charlotte, over the fucking Teletubby fucking Sesame Street bullshit that fucking Charlotte Flair did on Raw, or whatever she did a while back, all that shit. So, excuse me. So, yeah, that's why I'm going to do freaking Becky for that sake, but that is just my backup prediction. My actual legit prediction, fuck me yawning, we're going to keep going straight for this video, because fuck it, I don't fucking care, we're getting this video done. My prediction is going to be for a no contest ending, but if I had to pick one, it's going to be for Becky. So there you go. Next up, we're going to go back down before we jump onto the actual title card of the show. We're going to be jumping into the WWE Champion, Becky, taking on Universal Champion Roman Reigns. My prediction for this match is going to be obviously enough for Roman Reigns, just as for the Usos. The bloodline is going strong. And obviously, I mean, why not freaking be who we're talking? We're talking about the goddamn tribal chief himself. So, there is no reason why Roman Reigns is going to lose this match for whatever reason. Despite the fact that potentially people could say Roman could take the lose here and still not look bad. I don't know if I would say that or not. But if he does, then there's your surprise from the night. And it would be a kind of a positive kind of initial shock, but I just don't see it happening. So I'm going to give the clear prediction to Roman Reigns to win this match. So Roman to win. So yeah, while I wouldn't mind seeing Big E pull the surprise on us all, Roman's going to win this match. So Roman to win. Next up, we have the Survivor Series traditional 5-on-5 elimination matches between the men and the women. First up is the women first. We have Team Raw, which is the team of Selena Vega, Carmella, Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair, taking on the team of SmackDown Live's team of Sasha Banks, Shayna Baszler, Tegan, Shotzi, Blackheart, my bad, Natalia, and just recently announced Tony Storm. So, cool. My prediction for this match is, despite, and this is gonna be going for both, you know, both of these matches seem like it's gonna kind of be a mess, because obviously the whole specter, I mean, everyone has said it time and time again, and I'm gonna freaking pull up the freaking shit out of my ass, saying that, oh, freaking the whole storyline, I'm saying, can these people coexist? Can they coexist together? Can they put these differences aside and actually team up for the greater good, and actually for the apparent brand supremacy that this whole bullshitty show is supposed to be freaking under the umbrella under as, for that sheer sake of that shit. So, yeah, because obviously you have the likes of obviously Carmella, freaking, we have Vega and Liv Morgan, or, you know, freaking, apparently the likes of freaking, you know, Doudrop coming in and freaking taking out freaking, you know, Bianca Belair, and, you know, on the other side you have Banks and freaking, Shotzi going to being a fucking thing, and yada, 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 yada. You know, it all explains itself, obviously enough. Despite all that, I'm going to stick with the, you know, what seems the more stronger team. Despite all that stuff going on, taking about all that stuff in mind, you know, obviously that it seems like Raw's got more of the kind of that petty issues, more of the two. So that is why I'm going to be sticking with Team SmackDown to pull off the win for this match. For this, obviously, episode, Team SmackDown to win the women's. Now, what I say for the men's, we're going to see right now. As for the men, we have, for Team Raw, we have Bobby Lashley, we have Austin Theory, we have Kevin Owens, we have Finn Balor, and we have Seth Rollins. Now, for Team SmackDown, we have Drew McIntyre, we have Jeff Hardy, we have Xavier Woods, we have Sheamus, and we have Baron Corbin. So, with this said, my prediction, or my thoughts on this match, is that obviously Team Raw has fully all heels, except for one Finn Balor face. Whereas Team SmackDown has all faces, and one or two, technically two heels. So, yeah, you see what seems, where the pendulum swings and the freaking, you see where the freaking weights lie. SmackDown is up here, where Raw is down here in the spectrum. So, yeah. Raw's got more chance of freaking saying all these bad guys or all these heels not really correlating and having their minds together for their own sake and their own good. And obviously enough, that's not going to be good for Team Raw. So, for that sake, and for the sake of argument, Team SmackDown is going to get by freaking for both the men's and the women's. So, this said, this finally, all this yawning and all these botches and all the silliness aside, this has concluded my silly-go-lucky self covering freaking Survivor Series 2021, obviously as a whole. And so, with the saying, ladies and gentlemen, if you are only here for this coverage, you can finally sign up for the video. Thanks for watching the video itself. So, yeah, once again, if this is actually the time you're leaving, then obviously not, like I said before, I will be here for my review of Survivor Series coming up next to head towards the end of the year. Because, like I said, it may not be my final video of the year. Was it to see? But yeah, so I will be here for my review for the show. So stay tuned to that, and I will see you then. So if this is it, I'll see you then. So now, with this said, I am going to cover the next part of this video, which is going to be my review / rundown of Extreme Rules for the people who are still here with me to still care for my silliness for the rest of the video. So with this said, let's get started, shall we? So, Extreme Rules 2021, we have Liv Morgan starting off the thing with her match against Carmella. My pretty sure this match was for Liv Morgan to win, and she won this match. Excuse me. I have a yawn and then it turned to a cough. My bad. And that's our... Wow. I'm just all over the place in this view. I'm sorry for that. Once again, this is going on this is literally 2 minutes past freaking 1:30 in the morning. I am all over the place, and I do apologize for this. I'm not drunk, I'm not high, there's nothing wrong with me, and I am just... I'm honestly not even that tired. I'm just being stupid. Just for being stupid. So, blah. Anyways, like I said, Morgan and Carmella. My praise for this match was for Morgan to win, and I won this match. So I was predicting the score 1-2-0. And my thoughts was this match, for the most part, was unwatchable due to the foreign language ghost announce team that accompanied both Cole and McAfee or Pat at freaking commentary. From what I did get out of this match, despite it all though, the action itself wasn't anything too bad to say the least. As we got the end result, we all saw coming. Just wish Peacock would stop cocking with us with their issues and get themselves together when it comes to WWE programming. So, as I said, that's it for that shit. So, as I said, moving on, next up, we have the New Day taking on Bobby Lashley, AJ Styles, and Omos. Alright, my prediction for this match was the New Day to win, and I won this match. The match my prediction score 2-0 so far. And my thoughts was, despite the audio commentary being a bit off still for a moment to start off the show off, the match itself came around and managed to pull a surprise in more ways than one to me. First, on how long it lasted, because man did it felt like this match was a lengthy one. Not to say it was bad or anything, far from it, as the match kept going on and made it less and less predictable for the finish to come. That's where I start off the show for a match that was announced on the kickoff, to say the least. So, good job, guys. Moving on, we have the Street Profits taking on the Usos for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championship. I had to look for a quick and see this last match was for a championship because I didn't know what it was, and it wasn't, so blah. But anyways, this match was for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, and my prediction for this match was for the Usos to win, and they won this match, so my prediction score 3-0. And my thoughts on this match was, just as the last match ended up giving us a well-worth tag match, this match comes on in and keeps up the heat. Truly an example of how tag matches are done, as both sides had plenty of moments to shine and make us get on the edge of our seats to ultimately give us a match that definitely went beyond personal expectations. So, there you go. Double thumbs up. Moving on from that, we have Charlotte Flair taking on Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's Championship. My prediction for this match was for Bliss to win, but I wouldn't be too surprised if Flair retained. And I lost this match, as Flair did in fact win this match, and it's my prediction score 3-1 for my first loss. And my thoughts on this match was, wouldn't be lying if I said that my full attention was on in this match. Was too busy on Facebook seeing a squirrel playing basketball in Atlanta to really care much out in this match. Random ass thought, I know. Anywho's, moving on from that. But for what I did though, I could at least say that the ending was one people seeing play out and coming. Not much else really to say here. Also, rest in peace Lily gimmick for good? Or will this be leading to something else to come from Bliss to avenge her? Either way would be done with the doll. Either way I would be personally done with the doll stage of her character. Obviously for Bliss, obviously enough. And would appreciate something different for Bliss to do or go from here. But we'll just have to see. Because obviously enough, this can still be applied to us right now, because we are still without Alexa Bliss on our programming. So this still applies this applies now to what it was then. So there you go. Moving on next, we have Jeff Hardy taking on Sheamus, taking on Damian Priest for the United States match for United States triple threat match for the United States Championship. Blah, you know what I mean. My prediction for this match was for Priest to win, but wouldn't be too surprised. Excuse me, all this talking and skin in my throat, kind of dry and tired. I apologize for that. Priest was my prediction, but wouldn't be too surprised to see Sheamus get the W in this match. It said, my prediction came true, as David Priest won this match via roll-up pin on Sheamus, and my score was 4-1. And my thoughts was, I wish I could have been more invested into this match, more than I was. The crowd seemed really into it and behind Hardy, but I personally just couldn't fully get into it like they did. The crowd obviously does. Not a bad or boring one, but just nothing too crazy or special to take away, in my opinion. So there you go. Next up, we have Becky Lynch taking on Bianca Belair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. My prediction for this match was for Becky Lynch to win, and my prediction was not win nor lose because there was no official ruling due to Banks' interference. So with the said, keep my prediction being 4-1, and my thoughts was match started out a bit slow in my opinion, but gradually picked up as it went. Not to mention, just when I was just thinking that we weren't going to get Banks around due to Survivor Series being next up, spoiler alert, here we are. But we could be setting this up for Crown Jewel possibly instead to get it over with before we head into Survivor Series season. An alright match to say the least, which we did get the triple threat match at Crown Jewel, and we saw how that happened. We're freaking Becky Lynch freaking still pulling up the win there over freaking Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. So, yeah. Moving on from that, we have the freaking main event. We have Roman Reigns taking on the Demon, Finn Balor, for the Universal Championship. My prediction for this match was for Roman Reigns to win, and obviously, of course, he won this match. So that's my prediction score, 5-1. And my thoughts on this match was, okay, but what the fuck was that finish though? Match overall was pretty entertaining and was of expectations, but just what even was that ending? Seriously. So logically, you mean to tell me the Demon's only able to go berserk when the lights go out, when the smallest of inconvenience happens, it's just like, nope, power's gone. So yeah, that's just that. Clearly, it was just a way to make the rope snap spot to occur without anyone noticing, with the crowd or people watching on screen. Obviously enough. Not a great way to end the show off on, but not a bad match overall, as to say the least. So this said, there is that, and my overall score of Extra Rules was 5-1, and my overall thoughts to close out the video is still moving on. We have most of the show had me invested, to be fair, but when it lost me, it surely lost to me for sure. Also, what is with the sudden use of ads during our programming, Peacock? I get it, you want us to sponsor your shits and all, but like, did you really have to? Didn't you already do that alongside the WWE ones in a few? Oh yeah, wait, do you not do that already with the WWE ones you do in between matches within the last few pay-per-view events? Obviously enough. Needless to say, if this is the future of pay-per-view events, then it's not a pleasant one to come, since it was awkwardly done in spots in the show that shouldn't have been done at. Which, obviously, for example, Alexa Bliss's intro, for example, Bliss came out, or Bliss was in the business of coming out, and then just randomly cut to an ads, a few ads. So yeah, that was crazy. Show overall, though, wasn't anything too special, really, but just something I wish I could have been better with the spots and niplets I had with it all. So, now, with this done and out of the way, I officially can close this video off, officially in style, with you thankfully, you watching this randomness that happened in this video, and with, obviously, all the yawning, all the coughing, all the dog noises, all the randomness that happened. I thank you all for watching this randomness, the shenanigans happened on in this video, and hopefully enough, my review for Survivor Series hopefully will not be this random and also just discordness, and we shall see you guys then for my review for Survivor Series. So with this and done, ladies and gentlemen, once again, going into the show, it's not looking good for build-wise, but let's hope that's actually good for the best for it actually being a good show. Because like I said, no build sometimes leads to good shows. So what actually happened for the show, we're just gonna see what happens. So this said, and now, ladies and gentlemen, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go give me a freaking good. I'm gonna give me a freaking good glass of water to go give me something to drink. So this said, and now, ladies and gentlemen, I thank y'all for watching this video, and I shall see you guys next time for my review of Survivor Series 2021 as we move forward to the end of the year to come for the year of 2021. So this said, now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm 318, and I am signing out. Peace, guys.